normally settle down and the water will float on top. It doesn't happen with packaged foods. Why? Because xanthan gum is normally added in a certain proportion to hold that thing together. Okay. Then you got metal, gelatin, agar-agar. Gelatin again is very common in our day-to-day household foods. Even agar-agar. Agar-agar is also referred to as Chinese jelly. It's extensively used in Oriental cuisine. I have some samples of alginate and calcium chloride. If you just want to pass this around and take a look what it is. That's sodium alginate. Sodium alginate, that's calcium chloride. Sodium alginate and calcium chloride are used to create caviars. Yeah. Well, you will certainly not get them in a departmental store, at least not alginate and calcium chloride. These you'll have to source them from somebody who deals with these food grade chemicals. All of them, these ones, I bought them from Delhi. I was trying to source them locally in Bangalore, wasn't possible. Okay, so anyone who supplies such ingredients to either bakeries, hotels, or the food processing industry, it will be available. The only problem is the quantities. We don't use much of them. You'll hardly use about a gram or two per recipe. Okay, and these people sell it by bulk, so you'll at least have to buy about a couple of kilos. Okay, I have about 1 kilo of sodium alginate lying with me. Okay, and just to give you an idea of normally all the caviar recipes that I do, we use about a gram or two. So a kilo is going to last me a lifetime. Okay. They'll stay good if you keep them properly packaged, away from humidity. They'll stay good for about a year and a half. The moment you got some amount of moisture that seeps into those packets, then it's gone. They form lumps, and then it's very difficult to use them. They just don't dissolve. This is gelatin. Okay. This is, of course, this gelatin is from an animal source, and this is xanthan gum. Gelatin also comes from vegetable sources. The thing with animal jelly is the bonding between the molecules is much more stronger. Remember, when you use alcohol into such a recipe, okay, alcohol tends to break that bonding of these molecules. Alcohol, being a solvent, will not let that bonding form properly, which is why your percentage of gelatin to alcohol has to be higher. Okay. Typically, jello shots have very less alcohol, because you put more alcohol to it, it will never let the jelly set. Okay, and if you're making such jello shots at home, the best one to use is always the animal jelly, because it sets. Vegetable jelly will never set in the presence of alcohol. Okay. Some commonly used equipment, most of it is lying in front of you. I have a few more extra. I'll pass it around as we make those recipes. Okay. All right. The first topic I'd like to talk to you about is fat washing and jellification. Okay. Jellification, to give you an idea, as I told you, is the incorporation of gelatin into alcohol. Okay. I'll be passing around samples of a triple sec and pineapple flavored jelly. Okay. I made this recipe yesterday, and I mixed it with animal gelatin. I'll pass out a few samples. A sample each of the gel. The second one is fat washing. In fat washing, what we do, we take butter, okay, or any fat from an animal source. Think of bacon, okay, or you can think of probably pork fat, okay, which is normally used quite extensively in continental cuisine. Okay. You take butter, you melt butter, okay, over a very slow fire, okay, so that it does not caramelize, it does not burn. Now that butter, you whisk it along with alcohol, an alcohol of your choice, either rum or either triple sec. Rum and triple sec tend to work very well with butter. Whiskey and brandy would also work very well with butter. Gin, tequila wouldn't, because they're very vegetal in nature. Okay. You mix it well, you whisk it well, then you pour it into molds and let it set inside the fridge for about half an hour to an hour. So what happens, now butter being fat, it will float on top of the alcohol. Okay. It will solidify into a layer of butter. All you need to do is kind of scoop it out, and what you have below is the flavored alcohol. Now that butter, where can you use that butter? That butter you can probably use it in desserts, okay? Or you could use that butter in basting any roast meat that you're making. That, on the other hand, that alcohol could be served in very small quantities, chill shots, as an after-dinner dessert. Okay. Liqueur chocolates are made slightly differently. What happens in a liqueur chocolate, if you notice, it's always hollow inside, right? Normally, the one part of the shell is made. Okay, alcohol, frozen alcohol is poured into it, and it's topped up with very hard chocolate again. Okay, and it's allowed to set. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, the rum, see, if a rum ball has a coating of sugar and chocolate, right? From inside it is soft, it's slightly gooey. It's because rum with a bit of flour, eggs and sugar, yeah, in a certain proportion is beaten together to create that filling. Okay, so from the outside a rum ball is rather very tough in terms of the texture. From the inside it is slightly gooey. That's classically what a rum ball is. Okay? Most of the places where you get rum balls, yeah, most of them are like very hard. No, these are very small. These recipes you make them in very small quantities. It's good if you do it at home. Industrially, in large quantities, it will be very difficult to do so. Okay, just getting some the butter. You have the jellies? How many? Don't give so. This is unsalted butter. Okay, you get to buy unsalted cooking butter. I'm using that because if you can use the normal butter, the Amul butter that we get. The problem is it's pretty salty. If you kind of kill and overpower the flavors of whatever alcohol you're using into it. I have about 100 grams of butter here. Okay, and I'll get about 120 ml of 2 large shots of rum. This I'm going to whisk together. Going to pass this around. This is butter and rum incorporated together. As this sets, the butter is going to set on top. Okay, the rum below would absorb all the flavors. I need some more butter. Just rinse this for me. Tina, just rinse this in hot water. Rinse it. In the meanwhile, we've given you these samples of these jellos. Okay, they're not for ornamental purposes. Please pick up one and try taking it out of the mold and eating it. Each of these recipes, each of these jellos, they have pineapple juice flavored with, infused with triple sec, which is an orange liqueur. You'd remember we used a lot of it in our cocktail classes, and also flavored with a bit of blood orange, which gives it that slight reddish tinge. You can try eating one of these. Yeah, please eat it. Tell me if you like it. It's an alcoholic jello. This it has got pineapple juice, triple sec, okay, which is an orange liqueur, and flavored with blood orange. Yeah. Yeah, you get a nice aftertaste of pineapple, and it is sweetened with orange, triple sec. You feel the alcohol in it? Not really, not too much, very less. Yeah, because uh, to about 240 ml, okay, to about 240 ml of pineapple juice, I mixed about 90 ml of triple sec. Okay, because yep, it's 20% also. Remember, okay. Uh, the moment the concentration of spirit, if I had used something which is at about 40%, I would have added just about 60 then. Okay, and I used about 50 grams of gelatin. Okay, when you're using gelatin, you just need to kind of soak it in warm water for some time and whisk it so that it dissolves, and then you add the juice, the alcohol, and the flavoring. Just keep it inside the fridge. Keep it inside. Keep it inside the fridge. It's fairly sticky. I mean, what stays back is a bit of the gelatin. Yeah, you see that stickiness. The second hot buttered recipe that I'll show you is butter with triple sec. Okay, orange again as a flavor works extremely well with butter, especially in the form of desserts. Thanks a lot. Okay, and this time around, probably instead of me mixing it, one of you could do this. You should come here so that everyone sees. Okay, it's got hot butter. Okay, just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. Okay, add the butter, the whole amount.
Why is it that strange color?
It's yellow butter. Butter's always, you melt butter, this is what the color you'll get. Okay, and add 120 ml. Okay, this is 60. Okay, so yeah, put 2 double shots of triple sec. Just do it below so that you don't. Yeah, if you kind of it'll start burning and it'll start it turns into ghee. It's very strong. It kind of. Okay. Now, what you're going to do to this is you'll whisk it. Unsalted. It's cooking butter. Cooking butter is available easily. Give me an empty bowl. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Just pour it into this and I'll keep it inside to set. Wait, don't clap yet. His recipe is not done. The results of the effort are yet to come. Put this inside the fridge. So, just wash these. There was just just 2 examples of fat washing. There's another very popular method of fat washing, and one that is pretty common in restaurants across the western coast in America, okay, which is incorporating bacon fat into bourbon whiskey. Okay, you take about 4 to 5 strips of bacon, okay, and you just put it on a hot non-stick pan, okay, and let it cook. And bacon normally tends to release a lot of the fat. Okay. Now,